Welcome to this English practice session. Today, you'll learn and repeat 200 sentences about school, homework, studying, and university life. We'll break it down into 3 parts to match your learning level. Part 1 is for beginners, with short, simple sentences that are easy to follow. Part 2 is for intermediate learners, featuring sentences that are a bit longer and add more details. Part 3 is for upper intermediate learners, where the sentences feel more natural, conversational, and even a touch academic. After I say each sentence, you can shadow me. That means repeat it out loud right away, copying my pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. This builds your listening skills, boosts your speaking confidence, and strengthens your memory all at once. It's a fun way to practice. Are you ready? Let's dive in with Part 1, Beginner Level. I go to school every day. My school is big. My teacher is nice. I sit at a desk. I read my book. I write in my notebook. I listen to the teacher. I ask questions in class. I do my homework every night. Homework helps me learn. I use a pen. I use a pencil. I bring my lunch. I eat with my friends. The bell rings. I study English. I study math. I study science. I like history. I draw in art class. I play on the playground. I run with my friends. I learn new words. I read a story. I write sentences. I spell words. I learn slowly. I learn every day. My teacher helps me. My classmates are friendly. I raise my hand. I give an answer. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I try again. I bring my homework to school. The teacher checks it. I get a good grade. I feel happy. Sometimes homework is hard, but I don't give up. I like learning. I want to be smart. I listen carefully. I speak clearly. I repeat words. I practice every day. I write slowly. I read loudly. I use my dictionary. I ask my teacher for help. I learn new grammar. I copy sentences. I check my work. I fix my mistakes. I get better. I like English class. I like school. School is important. Learning is power. I want to be good at English. I dream big. I want success. School helps me grow. Homework helps me learn. I believe in myself. Great job on Part 1. Now, let's step it up to the intermediate level. These sentences are a little longer and more descriptive. So listen closely and shadow along to build your fluency. I head to school every morning to learn new things. My school is small, but it feels cozy. I sit at my desk and open my book. I listen carefully when my teacher talks. I raise my hand when I want to answer. Sometimes I'm correct, and sometimes I make mistakes. Every evening, I sit at my desk to complete my homework. Homework isn't always easy, but it helps me understand better. I write with my pencil and erase any errors. My backpack holds my books and lunch every day. At lunchtime, I sit with my friends in the cafeteria. We eat together and chat about our classes. After lunch, the bell rings and we head back to class. In English class, I read short stories and practice speaking. In math class, I solve simple problems on the board. In science class, I learn about animals and the planet. I enjoy art class because I can draw and be creative. During recess, I run and play outside with my friends. At home, I read slowly and try to grasp the words. I practice writing sentences to improve my English. I sometimes ask my teacher if I don't understand something. My teacher is kind and always helps me. I feel happy when I earn a good grade. Sometimes homework is tough, but I keep trying. I use my dictionary to find new words. I repeat words several times to remember them. I check my work before turning it in to the teacher. I correct my mistakes and try again. I learn something new every day at school. My classmates are friendly, and we help each other out. I practice reading aloud to get better at speaking. I believe every small step helps me improve in English. I copy sentences from the board to remember them better. When I study, I sometimes say the words out loud. I want to speak English clearly and confidently. School gives me the chance to grow every day. Education is important because it opens doors in life. I know English will help me in the future. One day, I want to attend university and study more. I dream of graduating from school and achieving success. Mistakes are part of learning, so I'm not afraid to make them. I study hard and feel proud of myself. My family supports me and encourages me to do my best. I enjoy discovering new words and using them in class. Practicing every day makes me stronger in English. I feel proud when I understand my teacher's explanations. Each class teaches me something useful for life. Reading stories helps me build more vocabulary. The more I read, the more confident I become. The more I write, the better my skills get. I like English because it lets me talk to people around the world. Math teaches me how to think logically and clearly. Science makes me curious about the world around me. History shares stories from the past. Art allows me to be creative and express my ideas. School teaches me to be polite and respectful. I learn to listen when others speak. I learn to share and work with classmates. School isn't just about books, it's about life skills too. Studying will help me chase my dreams. I want to get good grades and make my family proud. Homework might be challenging, but it helps me improve. I trust myself to learn step by step. Every day, I get a little better at English. I believe practice is the key to success. Learning makes me feel strong and confident. My friends and I sometimes study together after school. We help each other and share ideas. School brings me closer to my future goals. Every day at school is another opportunity to grow. Excellent work. You're making great progress. Now, for the upper intermediate level, these sentences are more natural, flowing, and academic sounding. They'll challenge you to sound like a native speaker. Listen attentively and shadow with me to refine your pronunciation and style. I typically study for 1 or 2 hours after school to reinforce what I've learned. Sometimes I feel exhausted, but I recognize that homework builds essential skills. When I complete my assignments, a sense of accomplishment washes over me. I keep my notes organized in separate folders for easy reference. I often highlight key information in my textbooks to make reviewing more efficient. I like using flashcards to memorize new vocabulary effectively. Studying with a friend can make the process more engaging and productive. We quiz each other before tests to solidify our knowledge. I avoid cramming at the last minute whenever possible. Preparing in advance boosts my confidence and reduces anxiety. Sometimes, I study in the library because its quiet atmosphere helps me concentrate. At home, I settle at my desk and turn off my phone to minimize distractions. I need a focused environment to stay productive. My teacher assigns homework nearly every day, including math problems, reading assignments, and writing exercises. Occasionally, I prepare short presentations to practice public speaking. I rehearse in front of a mirror to build my self-assurance. I read English articles online to expand my vocabulary and stay informed. I sometimes watch educational videos with subtitles, which makes learning enjoyable and interactive. At school, we tackle group projects that foster teamwork and collaboration. Working in a team teaches me how to navigate disagreements and find solutions. At university, life differs significantly from high school, offering more independence but demanding greater responsibility. Professors don't monitor homework daily. They expect students to manage their own learning. Many students reside in dorms where life is lively yet occasionally chaotic. Some cook meals in shared kitchens, while others dine in the cafeteria for convenience. Universities offer a variety of clubs and extracurricular activities. Joining a club is a great way to form friendships and explore interests. Numerous students hold part-time jobs, requiring them to balance academics and employment skillfully. Effective time management is crucial for success in this environment. Students often pull all-nighters, relying on coffee to maintain alertness during intense study sessions. Exams can be overwhelming, but strategic planning alleviates much of the stress. I create a detailed study schedule before exams and adhere to it diligently. I incorporate short breaks to keep my mind sharp and prevent burnout. When I ace a test, I celebrate with friends over pizza or coffee. It's a rewarding ritual. Success tastes sweeter after hard work. Failure isn't a setback. It's an opportunity for growth and improvement. Instructors encourage us to analyze mistakes and learn from them. Learning is a lifelong journey that requires patience and perseverance. Challenges in studying are inevitable, but the rewards are immeasurable. Education unlocks pathways to future opportunities and personal fulfillment. I aspire to study abroad someday, immersing myself in new cultures. Interacting with international students broadens perspectives and fosters global understanding. Studying transcends mere grades. It's about personal development, building confidence, and acquiring knowledge. My aim is to embrace learning with enthusiasm every day. Homework, projects, and exams are integral steps in this ongoing adventure. I'm prepared to face the challenges head-on. I'll continue advancing step by step, letting knowledge pave my way to achievement. at university. Mastering time management is absolutely vital for thriving academically and socially. You've just powered through 200 sentences on school, homework, studying, and university life. We began with straightforward beginner sentences, progressed to detailed intermediate ones, and wrapped up with sophisticated upper intermediate phrasing. By shadowing along, you've sharpened your listening, enhanced your speaking, and boosted your memory simultaneously. Keep in mind, daily practice is the secret to real improvement. Even just 10 minutes of repetition can skyrocket your fluency. Feel free to revisit this session, listen again, and repeat until it all flows naturally. Thanks for practicing with me today. Keep up the fantastic work.